Hey everybody, DM Jim here, and welcome to another episode of Game Terrain Engineering. It's the beginning of the new year, and I'm going through some of my emails trying to answer questions that people have emailed me or made requests of. In this video right here, just a while back, I showed you how to make a quick column out of a 2-inch by 2-inch piece of foam, 1/2 inch thick, with your Proxxon foam cutter or with a blade and a ruler. I got an email from a viewer asking if I could do another one of those. They wanted to do a bigger column, not that particular look, and they wanted it to look a little more textured or, a little more advanced than the little, 2.5, 3-inch column that I did. Happy to do it. So I'm going to take you right to the table and show you the steps. It's going to involve using a 70 millimeter, 7 centimeter by 10 centimeter piece of 1/2 inch foam. Real easy. If you got a Proxxon cutter, it takes no time at all. If you have a blade and a ruler, a little extra time, but not that much. Let's get to the table and take a look. All right, 70 millimeters by 100, or 7 centimeters by 100. You can verify this. This black line right here is the 100, so you can see that it is 100 wide or long, and 70 is right here. You can count the centimeter marks there. So 100 by 70. First thing you're going to do is set your fence for 20. Cut one length this way. All right, run it through one more time. All right, now you have two 100 by 20s and a 100 by 30. And you can verify this by setting the fence to 30 and noticing that's 3 centimeters wide here. All right, next thing you want to do, go ahead and set the fence to 30. And on your wider piece here, it should be 30 this way. Run it through twice. Okay, you can set this piece aside, or you could run it through again and have another 30 piece for more columns later. I have two pieces that are 30 by 30. Let's cut these in half. So we're just going to eyeball it. You don't have to. You could be, if you want to be exact, you can do that. But I am just going to try to get it as close to centered as I can, right about there. And I'll do this by hand. All right, there's one, and the other one through. There's two. Set those aside. You should have 4 of the 30 by 30s. Now, take your 20 by 100s, set the fence to 20. All right, and run it through, and you're going to do 5 and 5. All right, each one of these needs to be cut in half. So again, just eyeballing this. And again, they don't have to be exact. The columns are you're gonna want a little unevenness to their levels, and also it's great if they don't match 20 by 20 exactly. All right. Should have, let's see, I had 5, 10, cut in half 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, 20 of these, 4 of these, and then we'll start the next step. All right, for the small 20 by 20 pieces that are a 1/4 inch thick, what you want to do is we need to burn a line into the sides. You want to make it random, maybe 1 on this side, 2, 1, 3, and you don't want them super deep, but the deeper they are, the better it's going to look. Let me show you an example. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and stick it in, and I just make a small cut. I rotate it. I'm gonna do 2 here. 1, 2. See that? And I'm trying to randomize them. That. And I think on this one I'll just do 1 over here. Like that. And you got to do all 20 and try to be as random as you can on making the cuts. Okay, the next step is take those 4 pieces that you did that are 30 by 30, and you're going to use your Proxxon this time, or a blade, but a Proxxon will make it easier. You want to make an angled cut. We're going to bevel these. The way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to loosen this top piece a little bit, take some of the stress off the string of the wire, and then I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm going to shift this back, and until I'm happy with the angle, I'm going to go a little bit deeper right there. All right, and I'm going to move this so you can see it. Just 1 second. I don't know if you can see the wire. Can you see the angle? I'm guessing maybe 22 degrees. Hard to say. I'm not very good at judging that, but it definitely is an angle. And once I make a cut, I'll be able to show you the angle better and show you the angle. Can you see that? And then I'm going to do this side. The angle may be a little different. It's not exactly the same, but it's close enough. Run it through this way. And run it through this way. All right. You see that? It's not exact, but close enough for our purposes. I'll do that to all of them. Okay, now you have 4 bases, and you have 20 of the smaller, thinner pieces. This is basically just gluing it up. You'll want to stack 10 of these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not looking at the pattern just yet. What I do is I square them up like this. I don't know if you can see this or not. And I look at the lines, and you know, sometimes they just don't look right, so you just rotate it around. You're never going to get it perfect. You can always go back to the hotwire table and add more lines if you think it doesn't have enough. But you know, the idea is you want this random brick pattern. You're going to glue these together. You're going to glue them to a base, and then glue another cap on the end, and you end up with this, you know, nice little stone brick column like that. And that's it. Here is the original column right there. Now I added a piece of grating in one of my other videos to make this fence line, but this was the original column. Here is the new column, almost twice as tall. Got the brickwork detail instead of just the horizontal lines splitting this into thirds. This one goes a little taller and has brickwork, and of course it has the beveled top and bottom. So with this, you could still use the granny grating plastic stuff and make a nice fence line. You'd have to make it a little taller, make 2 of these, and you could duplicate this just a little bit bigger. But this one was made from a 2-inch by 2-inch, this one from a 7 centimeter by 10 centimeter piece of foam. There you go. And I'm hoping to do more of these in the future, show you how to use some of your waste foam to create some really interesting stuff. So anyway, this is DM Jim. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.